not only feeling love for you, they are thinking much further ahead than you realize. Not just about seeing you, not just about being close to you, not just about being close to you, not just about having your attention. They are thinking about choosing you. In a real way, they are thinking about what it would mean to make something official, to make something lasting. That is why this energy feels so emotional from the beginning, because this is not someone only wondering whether they like you. This feels like someone whose heart is already moving toward commitment energy. The first card appearing here is the Hierophant. This is one of the strongest cards for commitment, sacred union, and serious partnership. The Hierophant does not come in with casual energy. It comes in when a connection begins to carry the weight of something real. So when this card appears here, it tells me this person may already feel that what they want with you deserves honesty, structure, and a real place in life. They may not want this connection to remain undefined forever. In their heart, it may already feel too meaningful for that. And what is beautiful here is that the Hierophant is not only about commitment, it is also about devotion. It is about someone feeling that a connection has dignity, meaning importance. This person may feel that loving you does not only feel exciting, it feels right. The next card appearing here is the Four of Wands. This card adds warmth and joy to everything. It is a card of celebration, shared happiness, and building something stable together. It is often connected to engagement, proposals, marriage, or the emotional atmosphere around those kinds of moments. So the message becomes even clearer. This person may already be picturing a future where the two of you are not only emotionally connected, but standing together in a way that feels secure and blessed. They may imagine what it would feel like to celebrate life with you, to build joy with you, and to create something that feels like home. There is softness here because this does not feel like someone chasing fantasy. It feels like someone wanting something genuine. The next card appearing here is the Knight of Cups. This tells me that underneath all of this serious future energy, their heart is still very romantic, very tender, very emotionally expressive, even if they are not showing every part of it yet. The Knight of Cups is someone who wants a moment to feel meaningful. So if this person is imagining taking a serious step towards you, they are not imagining it in a cold or practical way. They may dream about how to make it special, how to open their heart, how to let you feel the love behind the words. They may imagine your reaction, your smile, the feeling of the moment again. And again, the next card appearing here is the Ten of Cups. This is one of the sweetest cards in the tarot for emotional fulfillment, shared happiness. A life that feels rich because love is flowing through it. So when this person imagines you, they may not only imagine romance, they may imagine peace, a real life simple moments that become beautiful because they are shared with you sitting together, laughing together, going through life side by side. That is what makes this reading feel so powerful, because what they want is not only the big moment. It is everything that comes after it, the daily closeness, the emotional safety, the sense of belonging, the quiet joy of building a life with someone you truly love. The next card appearing here is the Empress. This is a beautiful sign of how they see you. The Empress carries the energy of beauty, softness, worth, abundance, and natural love. The kind of presence that makes someone feel that they are standing in front of something precious. So this person may look at you and feel that you are someone to cherish, someone to protect, someone to choose carefully and wholeheartedly. There may be something about your energy that feels calming and deeply beautiful to them. The final card appearing here is the Ace of Pentacles. Now the energy becomes even more real because this is the card of a tangible offer, a beginning that can actually be lived in, something that moves out of imagination and into the real world. The Ace of Pentacles says this person may want to offer you something solid, not only emotional words. You may not realize how deeply they are already imagining what commitment with you could look like, but the cards are very clear. This is not only attraction, this is not only romance, this is not only a passing wish. This is someone whose heart may already be building a promise around your name. Now, something even softer begins to appear in the energy here because after the future starts forming in someone's heart, another question begins to rise. Not, do I care about this person? That part may already be clear. The deeper question becomes, how do I show them how serious this really is? The first card appearing here is the Star. This card brings such a gentle, beautiful feeling into the reading. The Star is hope, tenderness, emotional healing, and the quiet belief that something precious is possible. So when this person thinks about you, they may not only feel romantic, they may feel peaceful, they may feel like loving you opens something bright inside them. Like the future stops feeling heavy and starts feeling beautiful. That matters because people do not usually dream of forever with someone who only excites them for a moment. They dream of forever with the person who makes their heart feel safe and open and full of hope. And that may be exactly what your presence does to them. The next card appearing here is Justice. This tells me something very important. This person may want to do this properly. They may not want confusion with you. They may not want half love, half promises, or mixed intentions. Justice is someone wanting truth, clarity, respect, a clean emotional offering. So if this person is imagining taking a serious step with you, they may care deeply about the way they do it. They may want the moment to feel honest. They may want you to know beyond any doubt that they mean what they say. Because this is not playful energy. This feels like someone whose heart wants to stand in truth when it comes to you. The next card appearing here is the Six of Cups. This card adds sweetness to everything. It shows memory, tenderness, and the kind of emotional warmth that stays with someone. This person may think about small moments with you more than you know. The way you smiled at something simple, the way your energy felt calm and easy to be around, the little moments that didn't seem dramatic but stayed in their heart anyway. Because it says this person's feelings may not only be strong, they may also be very pure, very sincere, very soft. Sometimes when someone wants to propose or make a deep promise, it is not only because passion is there. It is because something in the connection feels innocent, safe, and true, and that may be what they feel with you. The next card appearing here is the Moon. This tells me that a lot of what they feel may still be hidden. You may not fully see it yet. You may not know how far their thoughts have already gone because the Moon is private emotion, secret imagining. Dreams that have not yet become spoken words. This person may already be picturing the moment, picturing the conversation, picturing what it would feel like to tell you what is in their heart. But for now, much of that may still live quietly inside them, not because it is weak, but because it is precious. The next card appearing here is the King of Pentacles. Now this is very strong because this card brings seriousness, stability, and long-term intention. The King of Pentacles is not someone who plays with what matters. He thinks in terms of building, protecting, creating something that lasts. So this person may not only feel deeply for you, they may want to make those feelings real in the world. They may want you to feel secure with them, chosen by them. Held by something solid, not uncertain. And that is a very important part of this reading because it says the proposal energy here is not just emotional fantasy. It carries grounding, maturity, a real desire to create a stable life with you. The next card appearing here is the Sunday. This is one of the happiest cards in the tarot and it lights up everything around it. The Sunday says that when this person thinks about taking that step with you, there is joy in it. Not pressure, not fear, joy. They may imagine your smile, your eyes, the warmth of the moment, the feeling of finally saying what has lived in their heart for so long. The Sunday suggests that in their spirit, this is not something dark or complicated. It feels bright, natural. And the final card appearing here is the World. This card is beautiful here because it speaks about completion, fulfillment, and the beginning of a whole new chapter. The World often appears when someone feels that one part of life is ending and another much more meaningful part is beginning. So this person may feel on some level that loving you has changed their path. That being with you could become a whole new life chapter, not a passing romance. A real chapter, A lasting one, they may already be carrying private dreams about a future with you, and the deeper their heart goes into that future, the more they may realize they do not only want your love, they want to build a life around it. Now, the energy turns inward in a very sweet way because this is the part where the cards stop focusing only on what this person wants to do and start showing how deeply they feel when they picture you in their future. The first card appearing here is the Empress. This is such a beautiful card to receive in this part of the reading because it tells me that this person sees you as deeply precious, not ordinary, not replaceable. Not someone they can simply feel strongly about for a little while and then forget. The Empress carries beauty, warmth, softness, grace, value, and emotional richness. So when this person thinks about you, they may feel that your presence does something to their heart that very few people can do. It settles them, it softens them, it makes them think about love in a more tender way. This person may see you as someone to cherish, someone to hold gently, someone whose love would feel like a blessing rather than a struggle. And that matters because people may feel attracted to many people in life, but they do not usually imagine a serious future with someone unless that person touches something much deeper than attraction. The Empress says you may carry an energy that feels nourishing to them, comforting, beautiful, real. The next card appearing here is the Ten of Pentacles, and now the energy becomes even more serious because this card is not about temporary romance. It is not about excitement that rises quickly and disappears just as fast. The Ten of Pentacles is long-term shared life stability legacy. It is the kind of card that appears when someone begins imagining a future that does not end with a confession or a proposal, but begins there. So when this person imagines you, they may already be thinking beyond the moment itself, beyond the ring, beyond the question, beyond the question, beyond the surprise. They may be imagining real life with you, waking up next to you, building routines with you, laughing with you in ordinary moments, creating something stable, something secure, something lasting. That is what makes this reading feel so sweet because they do not only want the beautiful emotional moment, they want the life that comes after it. The next card appearing here is the Queen of Cups. This card adds softness to everything. It tells me there may be something about your heart, your presence, or the way you carry your emotions that feels deeply safe to them. Maybe they feel understood by you. Maybe your energy feels calm and gentle. Maybe they sense that loving you would not feel like chaos, it would feel like peace. And peace is such a powerful thing in love. Because when someone has known confusion, inconsistency, or emotional distance, and then they meet a person whose energy feels safe, open, and kind, their heart begins imagining permanence very naturally. The Queen of Cups says this person may not only admire you, they may trust the feeling they have around you, and that trust may be part of why their mind keeps moving towards serious commitment. The next card appearing here is the Ace of Cups, and this is the card of the heart overflowing love, emotional truth. Sincerity, the moment where feelings become too real to deny, this person may be reaching a point where what they feel for you can no longer stay hidden in the same quiet way, because the Ace of Cups is not casual, it is not confusion. It is the heart saying, this is real, this matters, I want to share it. So if they have been carrying these feelings privately, the energy here suggests that the depth of those feelings is only growing, not fading, not weakening, growing. The final card appearing here is the Four of Wands, and this card brings back the proposal energy so clearly. Celebration, joy, union, a beautiful moment that marks a new chapter. The Four of Wands is often the card that says love is ready to become visible, chosen, celebrated. So the message of this part is very clear. This person may already see you as someone precious enough to build a future with. Not only someone they love, someone they want to choose in a way that feels real, warm, and lasting. And the more they let themselves imagine that future, the more it may stop feeling like a dream. There's also a softness here that feels very private, almost like this person has already had little silent moments where they picture what your face would look like if they opened their heart completely. They may imagine your surprise, your smile, the tenderness of the moment, and what matters most is this: it does not feel like fantasy for the sake of fantasy. It feels like a future they are emotionally preparing themselves to hold, A future where love is not hidden, a future where devotion is spoken, a future where what they feel for you becomes something visible, shared, and deeply real in both of your lives. And that is why this energy feels so sweet. It is not only longing, it is love moving toward promise. Now, the feeling shifts again and it becomes even more intimate because this is the part where the cards begin showing. Not only what this person feels, but how seriously they may be holding this in their heart. Not as a passing dream, not as a romantic idea that disappears by morning, but as something they return to again and again and again. And again, the first card appearing here is Justice. This card tells me something very important. This person may want to do this the right way, not carelessly, not vaguely, not in a way that leaves you confused. Justice is clarity, truth, respect. It is someone wanting their actions to match the depth of what they feel. So if this person is imagining taking a serious step with you, they may care deeply about the way they do it. They may want the moment to feel honest, balanced, meaningful. Almost like their heart is saying, if I do this, I want them to feel how real it is. The next card appearing here is the Star. This brings such a soft energy into the reading, hope, tenderness. An emotional faith, the Star suggests that loving you may awaken something beautiful inside this person. A sense of peace, a sense of trust, a quiet hope that something truly good is possible. This is important because people do not imagine forever with someone who only excites them for a moment. They imagine forever with a person who makes their heart feel safe enough to dream, and that may be what your energy does to them. It may make the future feel gentler, warmer, brighter. The next card appearing here is the King of Pentacles. Now the energy becomes even more grounded because this card is serious, stable, protective. The King of Pentacles does not play around with what matters. He thinks in terms of building, providing, creating something that lasts. So this person may not only feel deeply for you, they may also want to make what they feel real in the world. Not only emotional words, not only beautiful promises, but something solid, something dependable, something that says, I am here and I mean this. And that is what makes this reading feel so strong, because this is not only romantic fantasy, it is emotional sincerity mixed with real intention. The next card appearing here is the Sunday. This card lights everything up: joy, warmth, happiness. The Sunday says that when this person imagines taking that step with you, the emotional tone around it is bright. There may be nerves. Yes, there may be vulnerability. Yes, but underneath all of that, there is happiness. They may imagine your smile, your eyes. The feeling of finally saying what has lived in their heart for so long, the Sunday suggests that this is not a heavy dream for them. It feels beautiful, natural, like something that could bring more life into both of your worlds. The next card appearing here is the Ace of Pentacles, and this matters because it brings the dream closer to reality. The Ace of Pentacles is a true offer, a beginning that can actually be lived in. Something tangible, something real. So if this person is imagining a future with you, the energy here says they may also be thinking about how to make that future real, how to move from feeling into action, how to turn love into something you can hold. That is the beauty of this card. It says the heart is not only dreaming anymore, it is beginning to prepare. The next card appearing here is Temperance. This card brings peace, patience, and emotional harmony. Temperance suggests that even though the feeling is deep, it is not chaotic, it is balanced, gentle, spiritually calm. This person may feel, on some level, that loving you feels right, not forced, not confusing, not unstable, just right. And when someone feels that kind of alignment with another person, serious commitment begins to feel much less frightening. It begins to feel natural. And the final card appearing here is the Four of Wands. This card returns again, and that repetition is powerful because the Four of Wands is celebration, union, a joyful step forward. A beautiful moment where love becomes visible, chosen, shared. So the message of this part becomes very clear. This person may not only be imagining a proposal or a serious promise, they may be imagining the emotional truth of that moment. The honesty, the warmth, the joy. The feeling of finally letting love become something real. And that is why the energy feels so sweet. Because this is not only someone wanting to say something beautiful, this is someone wanting to build a moment and a future that your heart will never forget. Now, something becomes even clearer here, and it feels very close, very personal, very real, because after all the dreaming, all the imagining, all the quiet seriousness this person has been carrying inside, the cards begin to show what this love actually means to them. Not just emotionally, but spiritually, and practically too. The first card appearing here is the Lovers. This card tells me that what they feel for you is not light. It is not random. It is not one of those connections that comes in quickly, creates intensity, and disappears. The Lovers is deep recognition. It is the feeling of looking at someone and knowing they matter, knowing the connection has meaning, knowing the bond is touching something real inside the heart. So when this person thinks about you, they may feel that what exists between you is special, not just because there is attraction, but because there is emotional truth there. There is connection there. There is a kind of pull that keeps bringing them back to the same thought. You are the one I want to do this with. The next card appearing here is the Moon. And this shows that much of what they feel may still be private. You may not fully know how far their heart has already gone. You may not see all the quiet dreaming, all the secret imagining, all the emotional moments where they picture what it would feel like to open their heart completely. Because the Moon is hidden depth, feelings that have not yet been spoken. This person may already have private visions of the future with you, how the moment could happen, what they would say, how your face might look when you realize how serious they are. And the reason it stays hidden for now is not because it is weak, it is because it is precious to them. The next card appearing here is the Ten of Cups. This is one of the most beautiful cards in the tarot for love because it speaks about emotional fulfillment, real happiness. A life that feels full because love is flowing through it. So when this person imagines you, they may not only imagine the proposal itself, they may imagine the life after it, the mornings, the quiet evenings, the laughter, the comfort, the feeling of building something emotionally safe and deeply loving with you. That is why this reading feels so tender, because they do not only want the romantic moment, they want the emotional life that grows around it. The next card appearing here is the Page of Cups. This card brings in a very sweet energy. It shows that underneath all this serious future thinking, there is still softness, shyness, tenderness. This person may feel a little vulnerable around what they want to say, because when feelings become this real, the heart becomes delicate. The Page of Cups says this person may sometimes rehearse little words in their mind, simple things, gentle things, heartfelt things. They may imagine how to begin, how to open the conversation, how to let you feel the truth without overwhelming the moment. Because what they feel is sincere, very sincere. The next card appearing here is the Emperor. Now the energy becomes stronger, more grounded, more certain. The Emperor is structure, commitment, protection. It is someone wanting to take real responsibility for what they feel. So this person may not only be romantic about you, they may be serious in a very deep way. They may want to stand beside you as someone dependable, someone steady, someone who can build, protect, and remain. And that matters, because it says this love is not only soft, it is strong too. It is not only dreamy, it is ready to become solid. The next card appearing here is the Ace of Cups. And this is the heart opening again. Love, honesty, emotional truth. The Ace of Cups says that what they feel cannot stay hidden forever. Because when love reaches this level, it naturally wants expression. It wants to be offered. It wants to be received. So if this person has been carrying this quietly for a while, the energy here says their heart may be moving closer to the point where silence no longer feels possible. And the final card appearing here is the World. This is such a meaningful card to close this part because it speaks about completion, fulfillment, and entering a new chapter. The World often appears when someone feels that a connection is not just part of their life, but part of the life they are meant to step into next. So this person may feel on some level that loving you is changing their path. That choosing you would not be a small thing. It would be a whole new chapter. a real one, a lasting one. And that is the message of this part. This person may already know deep inside that if they ever make a promise this serious, if they ever open their heart in this way, if they ever choose forever, they want to do it with you. Not because it sounds beautiful, but because to them it feels true. And now we arrive at the final message of this reading, because all through this energy, one truth has been repeating itself. This person is not only imagining love with you, they are imagining a life. The first card appearing here is the Ace of Pentacles. It is real, grounded, something they may truly want to build. The Ace of Pentacles is not just a dream. It is an offer, a beginning that can be lived in, something that moves out of the heart and into the real world. So if this person has been carrying serious feelings for you, they may also be reaching a point where they want those feelings to become visible. Something you can trust, something you can hold. This is not only, I love you. This is more like, I want to build with you. The next card appearing here is the Sunday. This card brings joy, truth, and emotional warmth. When this person imagines the future with you, the feeling around it does not seem heavy. It seems bright. They may picture your smile, your reaction, the sweetness of the moment, the quiet happiness that would come from finally saying what has lived in their heart for so long. The Sunday says that deep down, this does not feel frightening to them. It feels beautiful. It feels alive. It feels worth moving toward. The next card appearing here is the Two of Cups. This card returns the message of mutual emotional connection. Recognition, the sense that something real exists between two people. The Two of Cups is not one-sided fantasy. It is the feeling that the bond itself matters, that the connection has sincerity in it. So when this person thinks about you, they may not only feel desire, they may feel partnership, the possibility of standing beside someone who truly understands them, because they may not only want romance from you, they may want union. The next card appearing here is the Ten of Pentacles. Now the future becomes even clearer. Because this card speaks about long-term life stability legacy, a relationship that becomes part of the real structure of life. The Ten of Pentacles says this person may already be imagining the long road, the years, the shared home, the comfort of knowing that love has settled into something strong and lasting. When they picture you, they may picture permanence. This person may already feel on some deep level that you are someone they could truly build a forever with. The next card appearing here is Temperance. This card brings peace into everything. It says the feeling here is not chaotic, not unstable, not based only on longing. It is balanced, gentle, almost spiritually calm. This person may feel that loving you makes their inner world quieter in the best way. Like something in them settles, like the future stops feeling uncertain and starts feeling possible. That tells me the reason this proposal energy is so strong is because it feels right to them, not rushed, not forced, just right. The next card appearing here is the Knight of Cups. This card returns us to tenderness, to emotional honesty. The Knight of Cups is someone who wants to let love be felt. Someone who wants the moment to carry beauty, sincerity, and truth. So if this person is imagining taking that step with you, they may already be imagining how to say it, how to open their heart, how to let you feel how deeply this has lived inside them. There is vulnerability here, sweetness, the desire to make the moment meaningful because you are meaningful to them. And the final card appearing in this entire reading is the Four of Wands, because the Four of Wands is celebration, union, a step forward that feels joyful, chosen, and real. It is one of the clearest cards for engagement energy and a love that wants to become visible in the world. So the final message of this reading becomes very clear. You may not expect this person to be thinking this seriously, but the cards are showing someone whose heart has already gone there, someone who does not only want to love you in private, but may want to choose you in a way that changes both of your lives. And what makes this so beautiful is this. They do not only want the question, they do not only want the moment, they want everything that comes after it, the mornings, the laughter, the safety, the life. Because underneath all the romance, all the dreaming, all the quiet seriousness, there is a very simple truth. If this person ever opens their heart, that fully they want to do it with you. because the moon is hidden depth, feelings that have not yet been spoken. This person may already have private visions of the future with you, how the moment could happen, what they would say, how your face might look when you realize how serious they are. And the reason it stays hidden for now is not because it is weak, it is because it is precious to them. The next card appearing here is the Ten of Cups. This is one of the most beautiful cards in the tarot for love because it speaks about emotional fulfillment, real happiness. A life that feels full because love is flowing through it. So when this person imagines you, they may not only imagine the proposal itself, they may imagine the life after it, the mornings, the quiet evenings, the laughter, the comfort, the feeling of building something emotionally safe and deeply loving with you. That is why this reading feels so tender, because they do not only want the romantic moment, they want the emotional life that grows around it. The next card appearing here is the Page of Cups. This card brings in a very sweet energy. It shows that underneath all this serious future thinking, there is still softness, shyness, tenderness. This person may feel a little vulnerable around what they want to say, because when feelings become this real, the heart becomes delicate. The Page of Cups says this person may sometimes rehearse little words in their mind, simple things, gentle things, heartfelt things. They may imagine how to begin, how to open the conversation, how to let you feel the truth without overwhelming the moment. Because what they feel is sincere, very sincere. The next card appearing here is the Emperor. Now the energy becomes stronger, more grounded, more certain. The Emperor is structure, commitment, protection. It is someone wanting to take real responsibility for what they